Man, this has been a stressful experience with this movie because, we knew to date that Sony was hosting a presentation at something in Europe, I think, some sort of like cinema Europe presentation thing, and that they were going to be showcasing Kraven the Hunter. So a lot of us kind of assumed, okay, Monday, that is when the official trailer for Kraven the Hunter is going to come out. So I was getting all ready for it and everything. The panel started at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was like, watching my notifications and everything, just waiting for something. And then the one update we do get is from Daniel RPK, of course, super good source, specifically when it comes to trailers, telling us that, oh, the trailer will not be officially released to the public until this Wednesday. So at that point, I'm like, all right, time to give up. I guess I'll have to wait until Wednesday to break down this trailer. But then the poster comes out, and then a couple different stills comes out, and then I start thinking like, okay, maybe I'll just make a quick short little video talking about the poster and saying, hey guys, the trailer's coming Wednesday, and give you guys that update. So I did record that video, but now I'm not going to post it because it's kind of pointless now, because then the whole trailer leaked online, both the regular and the red band trailer, and so then Sony just ended up officially releasing it anyway. And yeah, so literally, like, I moved on with my day, I moved on to doing other stuff, and then I got super busy, and then suddenly all this comes out. So that's why I'm super late with my trailer breakdown. But we are here to talk about Kraven the Hunter, of course, Sony's brand new Spider-Man villain solo movie that should not exist, but it does. I mean, the tagline of this movie literally sums up how stupid and pointless these Sony Spider-Man villain movies are. Villains aren't born, they're made. Like, what are you even talking about? These aren't even villains. Like, they take these fan favorite Spider-Man villains and then turn them into anti-heroes, and nobody wants that. Like, with Venom, it kind of works. Morbius, it was okay. But it is not Morbin time, and it definitely, certainly is not Kraven time either, because, oh god, I mean, the trailer and the movie itself really doesn't look completely terrible. Like, obviously I'm still gonna watch it, but it's just so pointless. Like, we don't need a Kraven the Hunter movie. Just give us Spider-Man versus Kraven, and then they give us all these, like, random Spider-Man references, and then it's gonna be another Morbius and turn out to not even be in the movie. So that's pretty sucky. But here's the official poster, the teaser poster. Honestly, a really cool poster. You got a great shot here of Aaron Taylor Johnson as Sergei Kravinoff, aka Kraven the Hunter. Speaking of that, they don't actually say his name in the trailer. But one thing I do definitely notice, he doesn't have the Russian accent. He's not Russian at all. That sucks, because that's like a really big integral part of the character, but whatever, Sony. But the coolest part about this poster, though, is that it's a live action recreation of this iconic shot of Kraven the Hunter from the comics. So that is the coolest part about this poster. It's a really cool poster, but then you look at the trailer. So let's talk about the trailer. Of course, like I said, there's a regular and there's a red band. The screenshots I'm using are from the regular trailer, just because I don't want to get demonetized because of blood and all that stuff. But the red band trailer does look pretty cool, because the movie's going to be rated R, so there's lots of blood and violence, all that stuff. Check it out if you haven't already. But we start off with the origin of Kraven the Hunter, and oh my god, could you get any stupider with this? Because you got Sergei and his father, played by Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe, I think, looks good in this. He's very one-note villain, but whatever, it's good enough. And he's going on a hunt with his son, and basically teaching him all these lessons. And he's like, all right, son, you got to just shoot the lion. You can't be weak. So that's what they end up doing, and it doesn't go well, to say the least. Their mother is dead, as we find out right here. So we have Sergei and his brother, who is Dmitry Smirtikov. At least in the comics, is his adopted brother. They might change that for the movie. But we'll talk about Dmitry a little bit later on in the trailer when we see the adult version of him. But yeah, their mother is dead, and their father clearly does not care at all, because he literally says, your mother was weak, that's why she died. And then they're like, because you sent her here, and blah blah blah. So you got all that going on. You see that Russell Crowe's father is Russell Crowe as the father is he's kind of like a mobster. He's definitely a criminal here. And then back to the origin flashback is so again, you got Sergei. He's got to just shoot the lion. But let's just say it doesn't go very well because he hesitates. He shows his weakness, as his father would say. And, he just keeps saying, shoot it, shoot the lion. And then he goes to, and then the lion, like, attacks him and mauls him. And, yeah, he's like, I don't know how he survives this, but he's just laying there on the ground, bleeding out. And then I love how his father is just like, he's too weak, just leave him. Like, dude, that's your son. But okay, whatever. So that happens. And then, yeah, like I said, could you get any stupider? In the comics, Kraven the Hunter doesn't even have any superpowers. He's just like, he just works out. He's like genuinely like athletic and stuff. But in this movie, not only does he have superpowers, but he gets those superpowers from a radioactive lion bite. Like, what is going on here? Literally, the lion bites him, and then apparently his blood, DNA, chemical makeup or whatever changes or something. And what? So he gets these like animal-like senses and abilities and powers and stuff, and then he wakes up and he's an adult Aaron Taylor Johnson. So yeah, that happens. This was a really cool moment right here. You could tell how cocky and confident Kraven really is, because this guy's like, oh, how are you going to take us? There's 6 of us and only 1 of you. And he's like, oh, there's 6 of you for now. And then he takes them all out. Of course, you got to see Aaron Taylor Johnson shirtless, show off the abs, blah, blah, blah. More Russell Crowe. This is a great look at Calypso, who I believe is probably going to be the love interest of the film, because in the comics, she's Kraven's wife. So that's just kind of, common sense assumption I'm making right there. There's the stupid tagline, villains aren't born. And then there's a decent shot of Kraven right there. And then here is our first good look at adult Fred Haschinger playing Dmitry Smirtikov. Again, still no action, so I don't even know if they're going to use the names Dmitry and Sergei and Kravenov, because those are very Russian names, but these people are not Russian at all. But in the comics, this character, Dmitry Smirtikov, Kraven's brother, is another Spider-Man villain, the Chameleon. And there's no evidence at all in this trailer of him actually being the Chameleon, so we don't know if that's going to end up happening, but I assume it is. Like, why would you introduce this character if you're not going to do that? I mean, Fred Haschinger is a great actor, so I'm really excited to see him in this movie, but I feel like they're going to waste him. And he's just like, oh man, you're just like our father. Villains are made. Oh yeah. And then, like I said, you got to throw in some random Spider-Man references. You got a bunch of spiders just falling from the sky. Kraven is like in a forest here or something. And the big takeaway from this spider thing, I don't know why this is happening or where these spiders are coming from, but these spiders have the exact same shape and design from the Amazing Spider-Man movies, of course, with Andrew Garfield. And we're still so confused as to who the Spider-Man of this universe is. Morbius didn't answer any of those questions, that's for sure. But yeah, we still don't know who the Spider-Man is. Obviously, there's the possibility Andrew Garfield could be the Spider-Man in the same universe as Aaron Taylor Johnson's Kraven and Venom and Morbius. That's totally possible and would make logically a lot of sense, but again, that remains to be seen. So you just got all these spiders falling on Kraven, and again, I don't know what this means, or even if it's going to be in the movie, because, we saw what happened with Morbius. We do have Kraven, of course, getting his classic iconic lion fur that he's going to wear. There's a nice shot of him wearing it. It's fairly comics accurate. Nice ending to the trailer here with him just shooting this guy with a crossbow. Kraven the Hunter, clean looking logo. I like it. And then we end off the trailer with a tease of maybe the main villain or a villain in this movie. We don't know, but the Rhino is going to be in Kraven the Hunter. This is probably the thing I'm most excited to see in this film. One of the few redeeming qualities, that is if they actually end up doing it well, is the Rhino. This got confirmed when at CinemaCon they first debuted this trailer to the viewers there, and we just heard that Rhino was in the trailer. So we have our first look at this guy transforming into the Rhino. Again, I don't know how comics accurate it is, if it's going to be Alexei Sitsitovich, but I do like at least that they're going away from what they did in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, where that Rhino was just Paul Giamatti in a giant robot suit, and this is an actual guy, physically mutating and transforming into a Rhino. So that is pretty cool. I feel like it'll probably be a design similar to this. I'm actually really excited to see what Rhino looks like in this movie. But again, other than that, it's just, why is this movie even a thing? Why does this exist? I don't know, and yeah, but overall, it doesn't look like a terrible movie, like I said. I'm still going to watch. I'm still kind of looking forward to it. It comes out this October. So guys, anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this official trailer and also Red Band trailer for Sony's Kraven the Hunter? Are you liking any of this? Again, I think Aaron Taylor Johnson is going to make a great Kraven. I just wish he had the Russian accent. I think, like, why would you not do that? It's such an important part of this character. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I can keep up to date on everything goes on in the Marvel life.